Hi there, this is Joe from Signagelive, and in this video I wanted to show you how to make use of the transparent version of the Google Sheets menu board app that we have in our Signagelive marketplace. This app works a lot like our other menu board apps that make use of Google Sheets, but the difference being that this one is transparent. There's a particular way to set this up, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. The first phase of this is preparing your menu board, and thankfully we actually have a template on our help center that you can go and grab. Now this one is here and ready to go. It has the title, which you can obviously change to the name of your restaurant or whatever you want to display here. You've got the names of your items, the prices, and the calories. When you're ready to make use of this, just hit File up here and then hit Make a Copy. That'll create a copy of this in your Google Drive, and you can then copy and paste the URL into the app within Signagelive. And this is my version here, so you can see I've got Joe's transparent menu board. I've named my restaurant, as you can see here, and I've given a name to all of my items and my prices. I actually used ChatGPT to do this just to save some time. So once we have the Google Sheet ready with our items filled in here, we're going to want to make sure that we can share this. So we're going to go up to the top right here and hit share. Now I've already got my settings enabled here, but there are a couple of settings you want to make sure that you have set here. In terms of general access, you want to make sure that this is set to anyone with the link. As for the permission level, I would recommend setting this as viewer. And setting these permissions in such a way just ensures that when you bring this URL over to the app, it will be able to read that URL and populate the data from your spreadsheet. Now, I know it's tempting to hit copy link here and then go ahead and copy and paste that, but actually there's a different link that we need to use inside the app in Signagelive. Because you'll notice here, if I hit copy link here, that's just going to copy the link, but what this lacks is the GID ID. If I come out of full screen here, you'll notice that the particular URL for this spreadsheet has these GID values in it, and it's important that you copy the URL from this address bar here as opposed to the one that I've just pasted from the share button in the top right here. Notice that this version doesn't actually have the GID values within it, so make sure that you copy this version of the URL, not the version that is available in the share button in the top right here. So once you've copied this URL and you've set your sharing preferences, we can actually take this over to Signagelive. Okay, so we're back in Signagelive now. We have the URL for our Google Sheet, and now I need to put this URL into the app. Before that though, I need to get the app. So we're going to go to Content, Playlists, Create and Edit, and I'm going to hit the Marketplace button on the left here. So from here, you can just go ahead and search in the top right there if you want to. In my case, I'm going to scroll down just so I can show you where this is. We want to grab the menu board with G Sheets app here. From here, I'm going to click on version 2 that we have available there. And now we get a bunch of different options. The one that we are looking for today is this transparent version here. There are, of course, pre-made ones here that actually have videos in the background already and images in the background. But today we want to put our own content behind this menu board, and that's why we're doing it this way. So I'm going to click on the transparent version of this, and I'm going to add it to my Signagelive network like so. Once that's added to my network, I'm going to come out of the marketplace, filter by recently added, and here you can see that my transparent menu board is here. I can now go ahead and drag and drop this over onto a playlist on the right. Now if I double click on the app, I can go into the properties, and now I can paste in my URL here. With your URL pasted, hit refresh, and you should see a preview like I do on the left here. That means we're ready to go. In my case, I have quite a dark video. So what I want to make sure is that my font color is a color that's actually going to show up in front of this video. So in my case, I'm going to make this white, and I'm going to hit refresh again. And this time it will disappear, but it is there. You can see it's just because it's white and the background is white. I'm now going to hit OK. I'm going to save this as transparent G Sheet, like so. Hit save. And our playlist is ready to go. As well as this, I have a playlist for this video here, which is just a video of some food, as you can see, like so. And I'm going to have my text from my menu board overlay this. So what I've done is I've created a completely separate playlist for this one video. And there's a reason I'm doing it in such a way. So you can see I've got this food for demo playlist here, and that's just got that video included. Now, the reason that I've done it in this way is because we need to use a layout with 2 schedulable zones to be able to overlay these 2 elements on top of each other. So now we're going to build that layout. If I head to content in the top left here, then head to layouts, I can now make a new layout like so. I'm going to add a schedulable zone to this layout, hit zone properties, and I just want to make sure that this consumes my entire layout. So I'm going to put 1920 by 1080. And of course, if you had a different resolution here, then put in your different resolution. I'm going to call this bottom layer. So if I go over to the layer navigator tab here, I actually have the ability to name these layers. That's going to come in handy in a moment, and I'll show you why. If I now add a second schedulable zone, you can see this is now on top of it. I'm now going to call this one top layer, and it just allows me to identify what content is sitting where. Again, whilst I've got this particular layer selected, I'm going to go into zone properties, change the width like so. Make sure that it consumes my entire layout. And now you can see if I go to layer navigator, I've got 2 layers here, and they are both consuming the entirety of the layout. And now what we're going to do is we're going to map our video to the bottom layer, and we're going to map our Google Sheets menu board to the top layer. And we're going to do that during the publication stage. So I'm going to hit save on this layout for now. I'm going to call this transparent layout test. And now we're going to go through and publish this content. So I'm going to hit content, publish, between the chosen time and dates. What do I want to publish? It's a layout in this case. And that's the one we want to publish, the transparent layout test. And this is why it was handy to name our layers, because you can see now I've got top layer and I've got bottom layer. So in the top layer, we want to map our playlist to that, which is going to be our transparent G sheet. And to the bottom layer, the video playlist, which is food for demo there. And you can see we immediately get a preview of this. So you can see my video is there and I've got my text overlaying that. Okay, so now let's get this published to my player. I'm going to hit select players. I'm going to find my player, which is this one here. Hit OK. And now I'm going to hit publish to players. And in a few moments, when this content downloads, this is going to appear on my screen, which is next to me. I'll put a clip of this video down the bottom for you. And as you can see here on screen now, I have my player with my content, my video is downloaded, and my menu board is displayed in front of it. But there we have it. I hope you found this video of use. If you have any more questions, please feel free to get in touch. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.